Is it me, or is it something? And I'm being very serious about this, ladies and gentlemen. Something about this coronavirus situation and Trump just don't add up to me. This is DJ Wolf Live. All right, guys. I got to thinking about this thing. First, Trump was gung-ho about people staying in, in houses, staying at home and all this stuff, staying in place in the home. Now he's talking about, because of the upcoming Easter weekend is supposed to be coming up about another week or so, 2 weeks, he's having a change of tune. Now he's saying he thinks it's going to hurt you more if you are staying in place while people are trying to heal from this quote-unquote virus than it is for you to be for the economy not to recover. They're both bad. But what the hell is the economy going to do you good if you got hundreds of thousands of people are sick? They're going to do nothing, no good. It's going to be worse. You have to give people opportunity to recover. You got to give some time to get this thing going, to get this out of the way so we can get back to where we need to be. Seriously. He we're ready to get, he wants to do what they do in China. Now, we don't even know what they're doing in China, to tell you the truth. China tell you, we fully recovered. We don't know that. We really don't know that. We just know based on what they said. It hasn't been substantiated. We don't know that to be a fact. We really don't. And it's mighty funny if they are recovering, miraculously recovering, and we're not, and they're getting better and we're getting worse. That poses a dangerous precedent to me. It does. For a number of reasons why I won't go into it. But if the case is that they actually are recovering and we're not, and our numbers are still going up, and people are getting more and more sick, that definitely proves it's man-made, at least as far as I'm concerned. At least I think it is. I don't have any proof of it, but that, like I said, it is kind of my theory. But I don't know. I don't have a good feeling about it either way. The rumor has it now that the $2 million stimulus package may go through today. And I'm not 100% if it will or not, but they say it look like it might happen. This is coming from both sides. The question is, will the American general public, I'm talking about the working bees like you and me, will benefit from it as a result? Will it stir the economy back enough where people will be able to say, hey, you know what? I can go out there and help with the economy by, getting a package to help me and my family to survive when we are not working. We don't know yet. What I don't like is the fact that this might be harking back to 2007, 2008, when they did their stimulus package for these car companies and the banks, and they turned around and the interest rates went up right after they got that money, particularly the car companies. But the one thing that the car companies did do, they extended their car notes by an additional 2-3 years. And I'm hearing about they extended, it used to be what, I think 4 years, 5 years. Now they go up to almost damn near 8 years. I'm like, wow. Who would pay 8 years on a car note? Even I don't. Unless it's a really nice car. But even I don't. But it's crazy that they do have those kind of terms for cars now. Believe it or not. But that's another story. My thing is this coronavirus is, man, I don't know. I was talking to somebody today, and they think, they think it's just no more than the regular flu. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I mean, we've seen people get the flu before, but you've never seen it where it was like at record numbers. You know, I never heard of that. You ain't never know people had to take off work by the dozens, or companies in different places are having half of their staff, reducing half of the staff, you know, as a result of laying off people flat out. And what they were saying on the news just now, some of these companies who are laying off workers, there's a good including some of the airlines. Some of these airlines may not ever recover. Some of these airlines may not even return. It's getting serious out here. I don't really know what Trump is up to, man. But I'm going to tell you one thing that I do know from what I've seen the last week or so. And this is even the weirder part. Trump's ratings, his approval rating has went up. I don't know where it was down by before, but they said it went up to 53% as of today. Yeah. As of today, ladies and gentlemen, Trump's approval rating jumped up to 53%. Now, I don't know if this is the highest it's been in a while, but I know that's where it's at right now. So, on average, over half the country has actually have favor in him now. His faith has been. He has restored his faith. His faith has been restored. The country has restored his faith in him. Basically, half the country, over half. That's scary. That's real scary to me. Because I still think there's something he's up to. I don't know what, but I do. He's wishy-washy. He's not consistent about his stance on what he's trying to do or what he's trying to accomplish. You know, he flip-flops way too much. And his slogan, "Make America Great Again," ain't looking like he was ever trying to do that in the first place. You know, it's just something that right now about him that just really rubs me the wrong way. I don't trust him. I know people say, but he's our president. You're supposed to stand by him. I would if he stood behind his own constituents in this country, which he don't. You know, it's obvious you're hearing what he's saying, and what he's saying, it's not even about the people of this country. It's about him. It's about what he's doing. You know, when he's referring to his staff, he says, my staff. He doesn't say our staff. When he's referring to things that he's doing, or with his staff, or anybody else that he's working with, it's about my policy. You know? He wants to take credit for everything that's good, but he doesn't want to take credit for anything that's bad. You know, in other words, he doesn't want to hold responsibility for being the leader that he was somehow or another voted into. He don't. You know? He has a long history of this. You ain't got to believe what I say. Google it. Read documentations and stats and facts. Fact check this guy, man. He needs to be. They can be online. Jumping lanes like they don't know where they're going. He needs to be fact checked. For real. You know, he just, right now, I don't have any faith in Trump or his administration right now. I really don't. The only person I got faith in is God. I'm serious. I continue to do that. Trump is just, he's not reliable. Here they were talking about Obama. And one thing I can say about Obama, at least Obama made an effort to help people. Maybe not all people like he should have, but he did make an effort. Trump doesn't care about anybody but his base. His base being people who have influence or involved with influential money like him. It's the only people he care about. He was quoted from a major news source as saying he didn't know people who died from the flu. Let alone coronavirus. He didn't know people who died from the flu. And y'all want this guy to continue to be your fucking president? You can't be serious. He didn't know people could actually die from the flu. This guy is almost as old as my father was. And he did not know all these years that you could actually die from the flu. This is how vapid and ignorant and stupid that he is. And people still ride with him, no matter what he does. The reason why people ride with this guy, because he doesn't care about anybody but his own people. That's the bad part about it. He don't give a rat's ass about you if you poor. He don't give a rat's ass about you if you're black. For damn sure. He does not care. He don't care. You know? And there was a big rumor, and it's very possible that I saw on TMZ this morning. Somebody was saying that if this thing goes as long as they think it's going to go, or might go, I hope not, there may not be an election. They already did cancel a couple of the debates. Well, they had one. I take that back. They had one. But there's been no voting. The voting has been very limited. There were states that they actually literally stopped. And there were key states at that, where they stopped voting. Okay? So the voting that was supposed to occur in some of those states never occurred. They canceled them. It's just a lot of more questions than answers out here, man. I'm telling you. And I'm really, just something is really, and I really hate to say this, man. I mean, seriously, and I truly do. But personally, I think something is really sinister going on. Now, this is about close to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There is almost no traffic out here in Old Town, Alexander, Virginia. Almost none. Usually it's traffic, there's cars all over the place. Not usually bound up this bad. I mean, it's not usually bound up, but it's usually not this light. This is the lightest I've ever seen in all my years of driving out here. And I've been out here 31 years. 32 years. I've been out 32 years out here. This fool gonna try to burn the light. You know there's something coming. Yeah. 32 years I've been in this area. I've never seen traffic this light in my entire life out here. Never. You might as well just be walking across, just be walking down the street, middle of the street, like you're going to a park. That's how light this traffic is. This is extremely light. It's crazy. But there is some kind of emptiness about it, man. It's not good. I hate to see our world be like this, man. This world is changing. I never expected this to be the way it is now. I'm very concerned. I mean, I'm not really worried, but I'm concerned. This thing that's going on right here, right now, just not good. No economy. You know, the economy is it's not getting, right now, it's not getting any better at all. It's not getting better. It's not getting any better. It's getting worse. People aren't adhering to stay in place at home. Unless you got to go out for real reasons for food or something like that, or gas, or medical emergencies. Now you're reporting that some officers and people, fire departments and stuff are suffering from it now in the DMV. That have caught the COVID-19 virus. Not everybody, but it's been reported. It has been reported. That's not a joke. It has been reported. This is not good. There, matter of fact, they just did a report on CNN. There are hospital personnel that have came down with it. That's been reported today also. That's also definitely not good. Healthcare people are coming down with that issue now because they're around so many people that has it. That's scary. That's scary as hell. Just the thought of it is scary. Because they're human just like we are. And they have to toe a line based on the fact that this is their profession. And there's no cure for it right now. There is no cure. Yeah. Well, the other thing that bothers me is when they said people were dying of underlying conditions. They get the coronavirus. They die from underlying conditions that was in the play. And when you say underlying conditions, is it because of a medical condition that they didn't know about? Is from a medical condition that they did know about? This is scary. That's why I said doctors, practitioner doctors, hospital care physicians, nurses, hospital professionals, local, state, and federal people don't know what is causing this. That's why I said it comes down to one thing: God. Only God knows, and I mean that literally. Only God knows what's going on. Man is not going to be able to resolve this just because he's man. Man's not going to be able to fix this just because he has resources. Because all the resources that man got right now is not fixing the problem. None of it. Man has not been able to figure out what all the resources man has created over the years. And yet, man has not figured out the problem. Because man don't know how to fix it. Man has not been smart enough to figure out what's happening. That's why I said, this is a job for God to handle. And only God can heal. Man can't heal like God. I'm telling you right now. This is going to be either a way for man to try to resolve it, but you can't rely on man. It's obvious. Trump has no clue about what to do, but he's not talking about any real plan. He's not. All right, we're talking about getting massive people. We got to get the money and all that stuff. It's not about money. That's a crock of shit. I'm telling you guys, it's a crock of bullshit. Ain't got no goddamn money. Come on, man. You got the resources. How the hell is it about money? You can just tell them 2 seconds, hey, let's make this happen right now. This is supposed to be from a guy who make things happen. Yeah. The art of the deal, Trump. He's a fraud. And yeah, I say he's a fucking fraud. I ain't scared to say it because it's true. He's a fucking fraud. He just got to my fake news. How about fake ass art of the deal, Trump? Yeah, I said it because it's true. I just think I said, wait a minute. You telling me you couldn't make things happen by getting these masks made? But you wait for the money. You're waiting to get the money out of there so you have an excuse to try to get masks made and respiratory systems and all that. So you can take skim y'all stuff off the top and give it to the big dogs. I know what's going on. And this is the way I'm saying it. This is what I'm feeling right now. And I ain't feeling too good about it. I'll be honest, ladies and gentlemen. Something in the water don't taste right. Something in the air, literally, don't smell right. At all. It don't. Just saying. Alright, well, anyway, stay tuned for this channel for more updates regarding the coronavirus situation. And particularly you guys out here in the DMV. I try to give a bunch of updates as possible. The latest is all schools in Virginia are officially closed for the rest of the year. The rest of the school year. Let me rephrase that. All Virginia schools, and I'm assuming primarily all Virginia public schools in the state of Virginia are officially closed until the end of the school year, the current school year, which means it'll be closed all the way into the summer. Well, it probably will to the summer. Well, likely will. Well, in the summer. Anyway, Governor Hogan is still enacting his all non-essential places are closed except for gas stations and supermarkets and healthcare facilities if needed. But everything else should be closed, pretty much. Governor Northam has issued out some statement about that. All right. Google, stay close to your newscast. Read. Wash your hands. Make sure you wash them often. Wear a respirator if you need to. I wore mine today. Buy some latex gloves, man. Don't shake hands. You might want to even watch your fist bumping if you have to. Just say wave and wave. You know, seriously, we gotta take care of ourselves, people. We can do this. And remember, God got this because man don't. This has been proven fact. I'm not just saying that. Think about it. Man has yet to figure it out. God already has. This is DJ Wolf. I'm out.